and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. I'm here with Graham and Dan and Johnny, although Johnny's gone to make a cup of tea. We're in the command pod. He'll be back later. We thought we'd talk a little bit about Dragon Meet. We were at Dragon Meet last weekend. What did we think?
It was busy. It was nicely buzzy.
Yeah,
much more so than the previous year.
Did you both go last year, or did just you go, Graham?
I went the year before.
You bought some stuff. You bought some flying token things.
That's right. And I bought a Millennium Falcon Christmas tree dangle thing, and then got home and put it somewhere safe, and then we got the tree, and then have I been able to find it? No. It's somewhere in the house. But I mean,
that special pile.
There's a lot of games at Dragon Meet. It's a very crowded space, and some of these games are quite
niche.
The themes are quite niche, yes.
But then again, where else? I mean, this is the great thing about things like Dragon Meet, right?
Yeah.
Because apart from the internet, apart from long tail, whatever it is, e-commerce, this is one of the few opportunities you get to actually have your people, as it were. You're going to get a chance to speak to them. There was a chap who I follow on Twitter who effectively broke down his sales and stuff. He's like a small indie adventure designer or game designer. It sounded like it was a big success for him. I mean, I think it's a long day for those people, but
Actually, it
must be a huge opportunity.
The mini manufacturers weren't present at all.
Yes, there was like the part
really
of one stand.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on there. Is it because
maybe different
the
conventions you sell at?
Yeah. I thought generally there was a lack of scenery. I mean, there were setups, there were tables with games laid out and kind of figures and trees and stuff, but there was a lack of, innovative products on sale. I think it looks like it's all moved on to Kickstarter now.
Oh, there were the very nice Loki battle mats. I like those.
Yes.
Yeah.
The books,
cool.
They're very cool.
Yes.
Could it be that the miniatures games have become their own kind of thing, like a whole other separate ecosystem?
The space for minis is changing
economics
as well
of
with
selling miniatures is
3D printers and things moving online. I think D&D
maybe it's the
online.
People don't get round the table so often anymore.
Yeah.
If you're some sort of big tactical battle game convention, you'd be selling like big boxes of figures at like high retail. Whereas, how many individual minis are you going to sell at something like this? Maybe that's part of it. It's only one day as well. I don't know. Anyway, but I thought it was fun. It was nice to be among our people. I thought it was good.
Yes, good game of Dungeon Bowl.
Very good game of Dungeon Bowl. We took Dungeon Bowl along, readers, so that we would occupy our time. We were slated for something called the podcast, though, but that was a very kind of crowded space that we didn't really feel that we wanted to try and evict anybody else. We didn't turn up.
We're a bit late turning up.
We didn't get up early and put a beach towel down, and so we
bring a standees.
No, we didn't have. The other people had proper promotional material. They had.
I thought the beer mats went down quite well.
Oh yeah, we handed out our special beer mats, and if you send a stamped addressed envelope to, if you email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com and do a review or something, put us in a good mood, we might send you a special worthless circular item with our logo on it. But you're already reading, so why would we want to? Anyway, whatever. Yes, we handed out some beer mats. Spoke to Fiona from What Am I Rolling? She's the person who invited us down there, and that was great. Spoke to Hamilton from Dragon's Duel and all these other shows, and that was fun. Spoke to a load of other podcast people, and they were very friendly. Looked at some games. That was it, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
Done.
Who won the Dungeon Bowl game? I can't remember.
Can't remember either.
I think we did, didn't we? Johnny, and I can't remember.
Anyway, Dungeon Bowl is
Johnny
expensive.
is back. Hello, Johnny. What did you think of Dragon Meet, Johnny?
Yeah, it is odd that there weren't loads of.
I wonder if
it's figures.
If it's a sign. The two big players really is Wizards and Paizo, and without I suppose Games Workshop, without the presence from any of those, you're looking at the peripheral businesses.
What I thought was all the missing D&D supplements. I know you were saying they're on PDFs now.
Leisure Games. I mean, Leisure Games.
Surely someone
they had the stuff, but
buys,
But
physical modules.
But the publishers that print at scale, maybe it's at the wrong con for them. Maybe they go to UK Games Expo. Maybe they're predominantly US based.
Might be they go to Salute. I think that's the one for miniatures.
Oh right, I've never heard of that. Blimey. Graham is so much more.
Dungeon Bowl's really expensive anyway.
It's great.
Just looking online.
I liked it, and I liked the fact that it was a
£100.
really big kind of showcase for lots of indie games.
I saw a lot of really nice dice, a lot of really nice rolling towers, dice towers. There were some nice things there. Just not a massive variety of things. It was kind of my thought.
No, I didn't really scope out the other hall. We down? We were upstairs, right? I
upstairs.
didn't really scope out the downstairs. Maybe there was stuff that I missed. I chatted to the people from Free League. They were very nice.
Who's Free
They
League?
make Alien and
Oh yeah,
Free League do Alien and Blade Runner.
Alien's a good game.
And Cubicle 7 were there.
And why did you have to sit me next to Dan?
Paul is here. Somebody switched him on. Paul was there.
Why didn't you sat me next to Dan?
Well,
We drew straws.
we put you next to Dan.
You drew straws. You put straws in me.
I drew the short straw and had to sit near you. Unfortunately,
There was unfortunately a little bit of your internal fluid was.
when the lid gets loose,
diodes.
basically the smell comes out.
that kid that came over and started drinking
Nobody
out of
put the
top.
diodes in, so he couldn't work out what you were saying half the time.
And I didn't appreciate being used as a piece in Dragon Ball. Dungeon Ball, sorry.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Dungeon Ball.
Dungeon Ball.
So we enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed being invited along. It was great to meet other podcasters. It was good to see a lot of independent game producers. We should play some D&D in a minute. Ratings and reviews are always welcome, and all of the usual, and social media and all of the usual stuff around that. And you can email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com, and if you're very nice to us, we might send you a beer mat. Maybe you're wearing your Christmas jumper as you listen to this. We aren't. Other than that, I have no news or information, so let us push on with episode 119 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Give me a little sign. Hello everyone, good evening.
Good
Welcome to the
evening.
Billowing Hilltop podcast. I'm here with Lucas and Dan.
Hello.
And Johnny. Hello.
Hello.
Let's get straight on with things. We've got no admin to do. We've got nothing in Paul's distended sack. Last week, where we left things, Burple,
Yes.
you have got to make a saving throw. You're in the lobby of the lower levels of the ziggurat of Kyuss. And I think we decided that you could see the figure that had reared itself up, that had clambered out of the lake of worms, the sea of worms to your south.
Yeah.
And as you saw it, it opened its giant hingy head and issued an awful scream. And that is where we left things. You've got to make a saving throw. Let's start with a saving throw. Let's get going.
You're doomed.
Well, we'll see. I don't know that you're doomed. It's a DC 16 wisdom save.
Yeah, I'm doomed.
You got your Orc dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You got your Orc dice.
Game over.
Even with the order.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Why don't we just see? It's
I think
perfectly
we're going
possible
to.
that you're
I
going to
think
roll.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I think it's.
I mean, we know what happens if you
perfectly
fail, but I
yes,
don't.
I
Yeah.
think I'm going to fail. It's such a massive miscalculation.
Positive. Come on.
Well, you're rolling
Against the teacup. You're
You're
rolling against the
You
teacup.
know what my wisdom saving throw
You're
is?
going to roll against the teacup. -2,
-1.
-1. Okay, well, there we go. So that's 50%, 100% better, in fact, than I thought it was.
That's what's a DC? What? 7.
It's a DC 16.
It's a 15. Do I
It's
have
a
anything
15.
like anything running, Graham? He says
No,
hopefully.
I've got the concentration on the silence.
Oh, that's a shame.
I think it's concentration. I don't think the bless is.
It's a shame.
Let me consult.
No, silence is a concentration spell, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I better use my alt dice.
Okay.
I've used
good
my
luck with
good
your dice.
dice.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a save. That's the That's the roll I wanted.
It's a save. You're fine. There's a little bit of damage, I think. Let me just look it up.
No, there's no
Let me look up the damage. Oh, I know what it is. It's 3d6. It's 3d6 necrotic damage. 15 points of necrotic damage.
I am resistant.
There we go. Lovely.
So that's
and you
7.
And you're there, facing off against this thing.
Well, I have a haste running, so I have to make a concentration check, which is
half the damage dealt.
It's 10, isn't it?
it's 10.
Yeah, so it's 10.
It's it's Constitution save, right?
Yeah.
DC 10 Constitution save.
At advantage. Save.
Yeah, another
That's what I mean.
17.
At advantage. Right. So then I'm going to hit it
Yes.
with my swords. First of all, with the sword of Zosiel, which is the long sword.
It's a 1. Now, you got a decision to make. You can either forfeit the rest of your turn in terms of attacks.
Yes.
You can still move, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Or you could roll again.
Yes.
If you hit, then that's just a normal miss. If you were to miss, you'd have to draw a critical fail card and abide by the results of the card.
Not worth it.
You don't think? Got 2.
Well,
no.
it's like a do or die situation. Just
Okay, no.
too much option for it. And
Well, that's it then.
Chopping
I'll
your
move
own
back.
ghoulies off or
Oh
something.
dear, that's a bit of a...
I know, it's awkward.
It could be so much worse. Could be so much worse. You could be lying at its feet on no hit points
Yeah.
and then having to crawl away from it. The ultimate humiliation with it walking behind you, stabbing you.
What a disaster.
That didn't happen. Not disastrous.
Could have been.
No,
Could have been.
disastrous would have been.
No, could have been. Could have been.
Could have been. Disastrous would have been fighting the same
Pain
throw.
and
That
save,
would have been
yeah.
disastrous.
Yeah.
Uncle Buggy on
I'm going to go
7.
and have a quick cup of
At
tea.
last. It's
Right.
Uncle.
I'm going to move 5 foot to the north next to Parker. I'm in the eastern
Yes.
part of the silent spell near the passageway or whatever going into the other room with the bug in, and I'm going to bash the bug.
Are you going to bash the bug?
You're gonna
Is
bash
that
the
what you
bug?
call it? Okay.
First one.
Hit. How much damage do you do when you bash the bug?
It's
Are
quite
you going to bash
impressive.
the bug hard enough to finish it off?
I'm
It's
going.
quite impressive for a man of his age.
Yeah.
More than once.
Oof.
That's 18 points de damage.
18 points de damage.
Surely done it.
I have to check this. I don't know that that's not enough. Oh, it's not enough. But it's, I mean, it's you know.
Commendable.
Okay, it doesn't look great. It looks like, were you to bash the bug one more time,
I'll bash it again.
yeah, bash your bug. Bash the bug again.
A 19.
It's a hit. This is going to be it.
Okay. 23 points de
It's dead.
Excellent.
I'll stick my sword into
Smash.
it, go, yeah, buggy.
Well done.
Okay. Well done.
Ah,
Nobody can
yes,
hear you do
finally
that. but-
got killed something.
Buggy's killed a
Nobody
bug.
Buggy. Except
Bash the
I'm
bug.
shouting it out, nobody can hear.
Nobody can hear a thing.
My,
Bug,
No,
is
but
Buggy
anybody
going to
pays
cut
any-
its head off? And
my victory's
No.
lost.
You
Yeah,
can
I'll
cut
wave it
it.
around in front of everybody.
You're going to cut its head off, put it on a spike, and put it.
It's
back.
10 foot across, and you're a 3 foot 6
Yeah,
inch.
Do something.
You can
to
just
its
see me
centre of
stomping
gravity.
up and down on it.
Okay. Jumping up and down on it. Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
Stoink,
okay.
stoink.
Stoing. At the top of a new round. God knows how many rounds. This is, by the way, and we'll see, because there might be a bit of a break here. I don't know. Round, I don't know, however many. Top of that round, on 20, it's Sandy, baby.
The joke that never
gives up.
never was funny.
Well, never funny to you.
Hingehead.
Yeah, the rest of us have been laughing away.
Hingehead has done his screaming, hasn't he?
You don't know, Alessandra. No idea. To make any decision
That'd
based
be
upon that would be
metagaming.
metagaming.
That would be metagaming.
Alessandra doesn't know. She just
Alessandra.
knows. In fact, she can't see Hingehead.
No. Dan.
She might be able to see Burple,
Dan.
who Dan's gone.
Dan's gone.
Burple ran out of the silent spell.
No, I'm trying to talk
And then
to
ran
Dan,
back
not
again.
Burple.
There's no point in talking to Dan, because all that Dan could give you would be information that you would only get from metagaming.
Well, it's true, but I'd be great to talk to Dan, but he's obviously not.
but why? Why would it be great? That would ruin the
It would
roleplay experience.
be.
Surely you actively don't want to talk to Dan. Well, how refreshing is what you really meant, to not be able to talk to Dan
I didn't. No,
and break the immersion.
no, I didn't. Didn't feel how.
Now you're
right.
just playing for time. Now you're just spinning out your sentences in the desperate hope that Dan's going to come back into the room. And he's not, because I broke the lock on the loo from the outside. Off you go.
Alrighty. Alessandra's going to fly down so she can see Hingehead.
Okay, you can see something else when you get to there.
Oh,
Oh, no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. Don't worry. False alarm.
false alarm. Oh, and then she'll.
So there is something else there.
Well, that's what we know now, and she'll just attack.
I mean, that would be metagaming. Or me making,
Hoodwinking us.
in inverted commas, inadvertent errors.
Armor class.
Anyway, 17.
17.
Yeah, off you go.
That's a hit.
What are you hitting it with? The bow of the East Wind.
Bow of the East Wind.
Legendary bow of the East Wind.
Doing. Ooh. 15 pointer de
This is your first
And then-
sight of it, proper sight of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely looking a lot healthier than it was when you last saw it, if it is indeed the same creature.
Yeah, okay.
It's got the adjusted helmet that looks like it's set to swing open completely, rather than just have a visor.
Okay.
Anything else from Alessandra? Are you heading back into the silent spell?
Alessandra's going to head back into Silent Spell. And she's going to go to the far end. She's going to go and hide behind Parker and Bugcraft.
Talking of which, it is Parker on 16.
Right.
You saw Burple run round the corner and then run back. You saw Alessandra run round the corner and run back. You don't know why they've been doing that, because you can't see anything out there.
I'm signalling around the corner, free action, doing a sort of a clam
How are
type
you
motion.
Doing a what kind of motion?
Clam, kind of open my hands.
Okay.
Well, it's done its scream, right? Already.
To know that, Parker, would be metagaming.
He does know this there because I'm indicating with our
No, you're
specially
doing
pre.
whatever. This is like, give us a clue. The master of which, of course, was legendary entertainer Lionel Blair.
Anyway.
Anyway, Parker, making your decisions in a vacuum, as it were. Burple seems to be doing something weird with his hands. Alessandra ran out of the room and then ran back again, looking disappointed.
Go and hit it.
I'm not disappointed.
Well, how do you look?
I look
Always
disappointed.
disappointed. Yeah.
I don't know, not really disappointed, just moody.
Okay. Anyway, Parker.
Yeah, all right, disappointed.
I think my natural reaction must be to run up and hit it.
Well, he knows. He knows from my
How?
sign language.
Agitated hand signals.
Parker,
Well, I mean, we could infer so much. I mean, obviously,
Give me an
how
insight
much
check.
charades do we need?
Give me an insight check. If you make an insight check, a semi-decent one, then you interpret Purple's signal.
A 24.
Fine.
So can I?
It's
Can I just take
yeah.
issue with this particular thing? Right. So the monsters never
Yeah.
have this particular issue. Right. Monsters have perfect understanding. So
Well, it depends on how.
So you're
it depends on
imposing.
how
You're imposing a
it de-
penalty that is not written into the game. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean not written into the game?
It's not written into the game that he doesn't know that creature is there and is not possible. He does know. It's a game. It's a tabletop game. So you play with miniatures, you play with the map. He does know
it's a
that.
totally immersive life experience.
Okay.
Are you not
Yes,
just imagining you're there?
It's a role-playing game where you take the part of characters in an adventure and, in theory, make decisions based upon what the characters know rather than what you know looking from down from
but
above.
surely the insight check was. I mean, that was that.
The
that's
insight
the
check
role
is
that you-
exactly how
yeah.
we got round
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If you rolled a 2, you may have completely misinterpreted Purple's signals. You might have read them as, whatever you do, don't go out there. There's something scary. Or,
Yeah.
I love opening and closing my hands. Look at me do it. But as it happens, you rolled an 18.
Yeah.
So without Dan having to roll anything
24.
to determine how well he did it,
In fact.
you immediately picked up that he was signalling to you that Hingehead was out there and you should go and attack him. And so
And
you
I will do that.
And I'm perfectly happy with that.
Right. So,
There is a spectrum of the way that D&D works. Some people feel that you should be
armor class
everything should be from
15.
the point of view of the class 15 is a miss. Oh dear, that's
Armor class 9 is also going to be a miss.
a miss.
Then
Oh,
armor
hello,
class
that's more like it.
18.
Is exactly what you need.
Right, that's 16 points of damage. And finally, oh shit, armor class 17
Need one off what
It
you
is
need.
going to be a miss. And it should make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Rolling a yes, it makes that save.
Okay, and then while I'm
Comfortably.
about, I will step back 10 feet.
Well, there we are. Okay, session's on 11. You can't see it, but you can see Parker.
Okay. Nope, I think I will have some cheese and think about what I'm going to do.
Certain?
Yep.
Okay. On 9, rolling a d6. You're lucky, Parker.
Spirit
Parker,
Guardians would be
but-
useful.
Behind Hingehead, emerging from the depths, come more nasties. 2 more of these swords of Kyuss. They look in fine fettle. First one clanks into the chamber to your left, Parker, as if it's heading off towards the room over on the east side. It doesn't ignore you, it just sort of clanks over till it's sort of almost at the opening to that passageway. And then it looks at you and hisses,
Yes.
and you're subject to a magical effect.
Ah,
May you please make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, please, as it calls into being a sort of blast of necrotic energy all around you.
You must have evasion.
Evasion, yes, I do.
That's a
Was only a
3, a
6.
6, obviously it's going to be insufficient.
Take half.
You're not going to use an Ort dice.
Oh, dice. Oh, dice.
It's your choice. What do you want to do?
There's probably going to be some kind of effect bound to it, which is... No, I will Orc dice.
You will Orc dice. Okay, good stuff. Off you go.
And
Nay.
that's basically... Oh, that's a 19. Do I need to roll the d8?
Does that mean you take no damage or...
It means I take no damage.
None whatsoever?
Yeah.
When you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed, only half damage if you fail.
And then the other one runs up and tries to welly you.
Okay.
Rolling a 19 on its first attack, hitting armor class 26.
That's a hit, unfortunately.
You take 12 boxcars, 12 points of slashing damage, and 6 points of necrotic damage, and then it attacks you again, hitting armor class 15, hitting armor class 21.
Miss.
Bloody hell. And Hingehead is going to move. Hingehead heads off towards the passageway to the east, working its way round. Alessandra, you briefly see it, but then it goes out of the range of your dark vision. And we move on to Burple on 9.
How's everyone doing for resources?
Fine.
Fine.
I don't have any resources to start with, so...
Bugraft doesn't use many. How many rages have you got left?
I think I've got one after this.
Do we think these things are subject to charm effects and those sorts of things?
I don't think they are, because they're undeady type things, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean they're not though. Probably does. Right, so Burple.
Yes.
Is it my imagination, or do they seem to be protecting those double doors? Hit that guy with my Sword of Ecosior.
What's your dark vision?
My
30 or 60?
My dark vision, 60 feet.
Well, in that case, you can see Hingehead
Yeah.
making its way down towards the double doors to the east, the ones through which Alessandra heard the sound of trickling water.
Okay. Whatever it's doing can't be good, can it?
No.
Certainly
Maybe
not trying
it's-
to help us.
Forgotten something. Maybe it's looking for its phone or something.
I don't know. Maybe should I?
Should I?
Should I?
No, I'm going to hit
but
this.
yeah.
I'm going to hit this Kyuss knight.
No, but what if I...
Yeah, but no.
I'm going to hit
Maybe I
this
should-
guy.
Okay.
Armor class 13. It's going really well today.
Armor class 13 is a miss.
And then I'm going to go back.
And then you run back into the room.
Yes.
Okay. Is that it for Burple?
Well, yeah.
That's all you got?
Yeah. Well, what? I mean,
Okay.
I went up and tried to hit it.
Just extra, I don't know, extra bits and bobs. Right. Uncle Buggy on Nerf.
Oh, run through the silence out into the lobby next to Parker. And I'm going to bash the... Is it Kyuss Knight next to Parker?
Rather confusingly, we've got Swords of Kyuss and Kyuss Knights. Kyuss Knights are the entities that you were fighting down in the corner. Those are the chaps that give you the living
Yes.
wounds. These things seem a little bit more nimble, a bit less clumpy and clangy, a little bit lighter on their feet, and a little bit more agile and together.
Okay. All
We've
right.
got
I'll bash
giant, double-handed swords coated with green sludge.
it. Right, I'll bash it.
Okay. All my descriptions for nothing. 13 is a miss.
And next one. Oh, fuck
3
it.
is a miss.
So I've moved 50 there. I'll just stay there, I guess.
On 20, top of the next round. Wow. Alessandra.
Okay. Shall I shoot Hingehead or shall I shoot the one that's on Parker? I'm going to shoot the one that's Parker and Bugraft. Because then...
Ignoring
Okay.
cover, into
having
the
a
combat.
go. Come on.
Rolling
Oh,
a
for fuck's sake.
4. It's a 4.
It's a
What does that get you?
fucking-
Nothing.
13. It's not enough.
Is a miss.
I'm back. There we go. Round over.
And run away again.
That's annoying beyond
It's
measure.
Just running away again.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
that's me.
On 16, it's Parker.
Should we both bash this
You're right
one?
there,
buddy?
Parker. There's this thing right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether we
Dash
want
dish
to
munch.
somehow aim some of our fire at the shrieky one.
Hingehead.
Yes, I think we do. But can you reach it?
I can get there, yeah. Of course, the only thing is I will get an attack of opportunity unless I hit this guy.
Yeah.
Well, I can hit it once and then move and then hit the other one.
That's not a bad idea. But Hingehead is then going to scream at some point.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to... So maybe we need to take Hingehead down before we actually take the other
but
two down.
You're not going to take it down, is what I'm saying. In
No,
one
but-
round.
Some way towards it.
Yeah, I think it's up to you. It's-
Cunning plan.
Oh, great. Okay, Graham has a cunning plan. Good. Yeah. So what should Lucas do with your cunning plan? Care to share?
Yeah, kill it. Kill them all.
So the one that's in
That's
front of
an-
me and not Hingehead.
That's novel.
Yeah, no, kill those.
That's the kind of. This is the
Let
kind
Graham speak.
of character
we'll just-
communication I can.
Yeah,
allow.
move the
Kill it.
silence spell. I just
Kill it
kill
all.
them
Kill
all.
it, kill them all. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's kind of implied in everything you do.
Kill them.
Right, Graham, did I understand that correctly? You're going to move the silence spell.
Yeah, I'm going to dismiss the silence spell and recast it in the room that you're in.
So that means it's not.
You're in.
It's better to attack these two then and take the guns out.
Yeah,
Okay.
then you can keep trying to attack them.
So, first attack.
I mean, that obviously is
armor class
massively
15,
mitigating.
which is,
Fuck it.
I'm guessing, is a miss. Oh no, those are different ones.
Is a miss. Literally Sessions shouting through the silent
Yeah.
spell that you're all right.
Then that will be a 24,
That's going to be a hit.
which will be
Is a
17
hit,
points
yeah,
of
definitely.
damage.
Yeah.
15 on these ones.
Is a
It's
miss.
a miss.
Is
And
a miss. They look pretty healthy, these things, right?
dear, and then another
As
15.
in,
Another
totally
miss.
healthy. Another miss. It says, "Is that all you've got?"
Make a DC 14 Constitution save.
Yes.
Right.
It says,
Sessions on 11.
Sessions on 11. I will dismiss the silence spell, move into the doorway, recast the silence spell in the middle of the other room, and then duck inside it.
Nice one.
anything else from Sessions?
No.
It's sort of good if you're bug raft.
Yeah.
And Parker.
Yeah, depending.
Oh, and you. Oh, no.
Right.
Maybe not.
Interesting.
Surely we want to take out these guns if we can.
That's the wrong position. Are you playing the height thing here, Mike?
Well, I think, let's not go all Euclid on this. The ceiling height and the dome shape of the spell conspire to keep you protected. But is that for Sessions?
Yeah,
We've
that's-
already done Sessions.
yeah, done
I'm doing
Sessions.
bad guys. I'm mid bad guy. Right. Alessandra,
I'm here.
a couple of things happen. First thing that happens. Appearing in the opening in the south of the chamber with the decomposed corpses in it that seems to head south to parts unknown, there's another gelatinous cube.
Oh.
It appears in that section. It don't move very fast. It looks like it's effectively moved, and that is really all it can do.
Yep.
We've established by now that it is in fact the gelatinous oblong.
Oh, I see.
You see it appear, sludge its way round the corner. You don't know if it knows about you or anything. You also see behind it a beetle. A beetle appears clicking round the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, almost went that way. Glad I didn't.
Clearly we're playing a video game here where gelatinous cubes block corridors and doorways, right? And beetles wander around behind them. I mean, that's just the way it is. So you think that but for the gelatinous cube, that beetle would be on you, Alessandra, or at least getting very close.
Right.
You have blocked your ears with wax earplugs, which means that you have advantage on any saving throws that you might make. And also, the gelatinous cube, does have a sound dead. You missed all of this because you were in bits on the floor.
Yes.
The gelatinous cube has a sound deadening effect on the beetle's maddening chitter. So you don't feel under immediate threat, but there's something going on down there. That's the first thing. Second thing that happens is that Hingehead clanks its way away from you. Sessions, you're Bugraft, you can see this. Sessions, you can't see this because you've not got dark vision or anything, right?
Correct.
Uncle Buggy, well, you don't. You only. Parker, what's the range of your dark vision?
60 foot.
Okay, only Parker can see that this thing stomps up to the double doors. They're just wooden double doors at the end of this corridor. It swings open one of the double doors and slips within the chamber, closing the door behind it. Briefly, you get a glimpse of a reassuring bluish glow from through the doors before they close again. Your sense, Parker, your instinct, is that that's a positive, friendly, helpful glow.
Oh, weird.
More questions than answers there, really, I feel.
Yeah.
Now,
Very strange. Can I make some kind of insight? Given knowing
burn?
that,
Yes, of course.
was there any kind of sort of expression on the creature's face or anything to give the impression that it had somehow been
Give me an insight check.
guided towards that? Will be a 25.
If you were expecting, perhaps, bearing in mind how positive and helpful and lovely the blue glow was, to see something so obviously evil react unfavourably to being exposed to it. That is not what you got.
No, I was wondering about whether it had been charmed to go in that direction, for instance.
You definitely didn't get any sense of that. It looks like it's just doing whatever it's doing.
Right.
And it didn't seem to be affected or particularly bothered, or it didn't even seem to acknowledge the fact that there's a kind of friendly blue glow coming through those doors.
Right. Okay.
First sword of Kyuss. It's going to roll a dice. Rolling a d6. Getting a 3. It is going to hit 1 to 3 Parker, 4 to 6 Bugraft. It rolls a 2. It attacks Parker. Its first attack hits armor class 15. It's not enough. Second attack hits armor class.
Yes.
Natural one.
Taking a gamble.
The second one rolls a d6. Gets a 6. That makes things different. It spins to look at you all, and then it brings into being a blast of necrotic energy. It sights it in between Parker, Bugraft, and Sessions.
No.
Can you all give me DC 15 dexterity saves, please? Oops.
Oops, I used my luck to re-roll that.
Yeah.
Since I only got a 7. 19.
You make the save. Parker failed. Uncle Buggy?
I've got danger sense, so I save advantage against spells.
Yeah, sure.
Things.
Got it.
The first roll is a 20.
Absolutely loads. Okay, so all of you take half of. Parker because of his evasion. The following necrotic damage as it blasts.
Does evasion do that?
Well, Parker's evasion does, yeah.
Does it?
Anything that you make a dexterity save against.
You take
Yeah.
20 points. Yes, the point here is that Burple has got a ring of evasion. He must spend a charge when he fails a dexterity save in order to only take half damage on that fail. Doesn't work the same way as the monk's evasion power, which is fail to half, save to nothing. Anyway, you take 20 points
Is it
of damage.
fail to half or save? I thought it was just save to nothing.
Fail to half, save to nothing.
I'm raging, so I only take half of that, so it's 10 points.
Okay.
37 hit points.
I need to make a
Getting a bit
concentration
dodgy.
save. Oh, 15. Yes.
What's happened to Hinchhead? Has he gone off through the doors? Oh, with the blue
Yeah.
light. Yeah, okay.
Somebody wake up Hicks.
Have
Yes.
you been asleep, Johnny?
No,
Yes.
I've just been trying to maximise character spells and stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
That, I think, is it for them. So we move on to Burple on 9.
So Verpal?
Yes, so
With his Verpal sword, will run up to the first guy, the nearest guy, and try and hit something. Start with the sword of Zosiel.
A 2.
The sword of Ecosiel is 22.
Is a hit.
So that's 13 plus a d6, and I'll use a point of my bardic inspiration to do another 5d6. That's 15
Do it.
plus
Roll them. Add them up.
12, 27.
Tell me the number in total.
27 point de damage in total.
Okay. I mean, it looks kind of okay.
I will hit it again using
With
my
your magic.
extra haste attack. So that hits the armor class 24, so that does another
Yes.
12 plus another d6 lightning damage. 17 plus 30 is 30 points.
Well, you've taken between you've taken a chunk out of it, but it's all right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I'll move to
Uncle Buggy on 7.
I'm going to bash it. Oh, 26.
A hit.
21 points of damage,
Yes.
2 of which is fire, 4 of which is thunder.
It's all the same.
It's all the same. Okay. Next attack. Oh, 22.
Also a hit. Well done, Uncle Buggy.
I only get 1 thunder divine thing per round, so this is the one without the thunder.
Okay.
17
None of us
point of damage.
None of us understand what you're talking about. 9. Okay, it's not looking so healthy.
Yeah, Buggy.
There's a tipping point with these things, I find. Anything else, Michael Buggy?
Kill the bug.
Buggy kill.
Alessandra on 20.
She's going to go up into the silence.
Okay. I'm going to say you're okay.
Well, that's kind of you.
I'm going to say you're okay.
Thanks.
Because in theory, there's a saving throw, but I think I can't really reflect the double effect of the G-Cube and your earplugs.
Mm-hmm.
The chitter from the beetle is too faint to affect you.
Thank you.
No, I just
Nice,
think I just don't think it makes much sense. Right, Alessandro, so you run into the silent spell.
I'm going to shoot, and come on, just hit. Yes.
Oh, it is a hit.
Armor class 24. Sneak damage 37 points of damage.
Wow. It looks very, very weak.
And then she's going to use her cunning action to dash up. She's flying. She's going to dash up the north of the lobby within the silent spell.
Yes, understood. And on 16, it's Parker.
Let's see if I can finally land some actual blows on this thing.
It's looking at the desk
Arm
door.
class 18.
Is a hit. That's exactly
17
what you
points
need.
of damage.
It is dead.
Oh, brilliant.
Wonderful.
You put your fist through its slimy, greeny, wormy, armoured bombs.
And I move on to the next one.
The other one,
The other one, next
Whichever
attack
you prefer.
would be hitting armor class 18 as well.
There's also a hit, of course.
12 points of damage.
Yep.
And
That
then
looks like the first time it's been
yeah.
wounded.
23.
Is a hit.
11 points of damage.
Yes.
And finally, a 10. That's going to be a miss. He's done.
Session.
Silence is slightly prohibitive from what how wounded do my colleagues look?
I've got loads of hit points.
Yeah, I'm not worried about you. Loads of hit.
Yeah.
Fucking loads of them.
Yay.
You fucking bastards.
I've got 130 hit points, mine taking off damage from stuff.
I watched that Friday Night Live thing the other night.
Oh, was it good?
No.
It had moments.
The old one was never good. It had moments. And do you know what? 30 years later, exactly
the same. Yeah.
Anyway, Sessions, sorry.
Just trying to assess how wounded my cohorts looked.
Make a medicine check. And if you get a decent number, people can tell you what they look like.
I'm fine.
Or don't bother rolling and just know what's happening.
12.
As Dan just being a basically just fine. I mean, the issue here is that I'm pretty careful to make sure that the creatures don't know stuff they wouldn't know, and I don't run them like Johnny runs his creatures, as in they are all sort of on their radios to each other, telling each other what to do. But if you insist that that is the way the game should be played, I will start playing it like that.
They're not on radios. I'm standing right next to him as if he can't figure out how wounded I am. I just said I'm fine. Just to wind you up. Don't get all shirty about it.
It's just like, I think there's a kind of reasonability thing. Everybody understands that we all metagame a bit, but
Okay.
part of the entertainment of the game is that you act like you're the person in the situation rather than like a chess master.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know what to say.
Okay, well, I'll move out the way of the passageway, and I will
Tuck yourself into the corner,
No,
kind
no.
of
out the way a bit. I haven't got the dark vision.
off to the east, heading
Northeast,
towards the
heading towards
mystery
the
double
mystery
doors with the
double
blue
doors.
light and the trickling water and all of that. Right,
I'll,
okay, gotcha.
Ascend to the maximum height I think I can be while remaining within the silence. I will open the my pockets, pull out a slither of cheese, and start chomping
Okay, gotcha.
while
Well, it's the
concentrating on
Nasty
the
Zacchaeus.
silence spell.
On 9. I better roll for this person. Rolling a d6. Oh, okay. All right then, ladies and gentlemen. This thing goes, it seems to sort of go, and it will call forth a burst of necrotic energy, which it will center same radius as the silence spell. It detonates this burst of necrotic energy. Can everybody in the radius of the silence spell make a DC 15 dexterity save, please? Buggy, you're rolling at advantage. Parker, you've got your whatever.
I've got it as well. I've got evasion
That
as
was
well.
close.
Okay. 5.
Oh, session's 23.
Oh, bugger.
And the 13. What, you failed then? Yeah.
Yeah. I make it. 27.
And Burple. If you fail, you can decide whether or not to use a charge of your thing. Is that right?
Charge of my thing.
Your evasion ring.
I don't know. I think if
It doesn't give you evasion as a power.
no,
You get 3 charges a day, which you elect to use, I think, when you fail a saving throw that would cause full damage, and you can elect to take half damage.
to
double check.
succeed on the saving throw instead. All right. Well, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're going to take half. Bugroff is going to take full, but therefore half. Parker takes half or nothing.
Nothing.
Well, I'll roll the dice. The following damage, 20. Oh, that is
That's
absolutely
Absolutely appalling, rubbishy dice.
abysmal. This creature is being
4-1.
taken outside for a stern talking to. I can't do it here because of the silent spell, but as
10
soon
points
as
of damage. I fall
Yeah.
on the ground and my legs kick up in the air.
So what kind of damage is that?
necrotic.
Which I am resistant to. I can't take it anymore.
'Ooh. I'm going to have to... Oh, no, I got 19. Excellent.
On the what?
On the concentration save.
Right, yeah, so it's fine.
Anyone else with concentration saves to make?
Oh yeah, my haste.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
It's fine.
Damn.
Whose round is it?
It's me. I'm just doing a bit of admin. Sorry, everybody. The monsters and everything, they're all just having a quick chat between themselves, working out what they want to do next. Yeah, just on their walkie-talkies.
As they normally do.
Just coordinating. It's just like, I don't know, I can't
They
see or
weren't
hear
doing
anything.
that
That doesn't matter.
Kota.
Dungeon Starlink.
They don't have walkie-talkies.
Yeah,
Dungeon Link.
that's what you say. And then this creature just sort of looks cross that it didn't, that it didn't get more of you. And then the final thing that happens. You know the glitchy hologram thing?
Yes. There it is.
Yeah.
Well, the real one, as it were, the solid version of this thing appears. I have a handout. Shall I show you the handout?
Yeah.
Yeah, show us the handout.
Ba, 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 la, 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 la.
It's
Ooh, dear.
Ouch.
God.
a 6-armed creature. It seems to rear out of the worms that sort of cluster around the base of its robes and its feet as it emerges. It sort of out of the pool in the southern corridor, observing you all. One of its arms is holding some kind of strange spiked sickle. The other is holding a green crystalline rod. It looks like it's made from effectively the same substance as the green crystal that you retrieved from the gelatinous cube that you've all forgotten about all evening.
That's true. I thought Bucky picked it up.
I did.
Or Parker.
I think.
Well, I wasn't going to use it on those.
The other arms are free. Its skin is taut across its skeletal frame. And the skin is rotten and broken. This thing is not a living creature. It's some kind of deeply, deeply unsettling undead entity.
Some kind of circlet.
It looks cross. It levels one of its 4 free arms at you, and emitting from its hand there is a cone of prismatic colours
Oh, piss off.
Wow.
that
Ninth
bathes
on a spell.
you all, and we will find out
Oh, prismatic
which
spray.
colours hit which people.
no.
Colour spray.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's
Prismatic
first
spray.
level.
Which people
The first level colour
have
spray.
to make which
That's
saving
colour spray.
throws.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
prismatic spray.
When we
Okay.
pick things
I
up
think if you fail,
What was that,
like
Mike?
I did for about.
a week,
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It can't possibly be a prismatic spray. I mean, that's
you see
like
the other free hand just put a walkie-talkie away in its belt.
But at least we'll have Ort dice refreshed when we need to save against the thing.
I'm so nice, you see. It could have made you make it. You know what? Let's just keep
No.
going. Let's,
No, it's
No,
time,
let's play
time,
now.
time to go to bed.
trust me.
New episode.
Trust me.
Yep.
It's a prismatic spray, and you're going to need your Ort dice. You really are. Yeah. I didn't realise that there were still spells in new D&D that were this horrible.
What level is it?
That's a 9th level spell.
9th. Ooh.
Isn't it 7th level?
7.
I think Prismatic Wall is 9th level.
But it's nasty.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure you're supposed to be looking it up, Graham.
Yeah, I mean, that would be metagame.
The The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. The Spire of Long Shadows and Age of Worms are copyright Paizo. The Spire of Long Shadows was written by Jesse Decker. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat.